Hi, I'm Nicole Nichols with Revival Designs. Welcome to the Norwood Charmer. We are completely renovating this house inside and out. So this project is what I call the Norwood Charmer. It's in Norwood outside of Cincinnati, and it is one of the most charming houses I've had the pleasure of working on. I really fell in love with this house the first time I saw it. It needed a lot of love and a lot of updating, but I saw the potential in it, and it had all those old house characteristics. It had this amazing curb appeal and interest. It just was unlike so many houses I had seen, and I've been in a lot of houses. And I always tell people I'm a little bit of a different kind of flipper. For me, it's not just dollars, do the cheapest thing, get in and out of the house. Sometimes I want to save the house. I want to save it from someone else who might not do it justice or put the wrong style of things into it. To me, this house was screaming to be warm and cozy and more traditional just based on the style of the home. I love the kitchen. All the elements came together really beautifully. It's a lot of very different things: patterned tile, two-toned cabinets, marble, that gorgeous farmhouse sink, that very traditional but amazing focal point of the faucet, the bridge faucet in front of the sink. I wanted to make this kitchen, which is somewhat small but standard for this era of home and what buyers expect. I wanted it to be the thing that sold the house to someone, that they just walk in and they just fall in love with the elements. I also really love how the full bathroom turned out in general. It's a really small space. Bathrooms weren't huge when these houses were built like 100 years ago. And while that is a downside to a lot of buyers who want more space, my goal is to always just create something beautiful in the space to make it a selling point. So I chose a vintage styled shower head in a brushed gold, and it's probably one of the most beautiful shower trim kits I've ever seen, and I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. And coupled that with another vintage style faucet, and it feels fresh and it feels modern and updated, but those elements look as if they could have been here since this home was built probably 100 years ago. My inspiration comes from a lot of places. Honestly, most of the inspiration comes from the house itself. It's very important to me that even when updating an older home, there are choices that are carefully made that look like they were there or could have been there in the era that that home was built. This is actually a second career for me. I had a 10-year career in a totally unrelated field. When my son was born, I quit that career and stayed home for a while. And when he was about 18 months old, a lot of pieces fell into place where my dream of flipping houses was finally an open option for me. So I started Revival Designs as a home flipping business, one house at a time. I've just always loved real estate. I love renovation. I love design and taking old homes and turning them back into something amazing and beautiful for people to enjoy again. To me, renovation design, it's kind of what I think of what I do when I flip a house. I am renovating, not just slapping something on the surface. There's a lot of changes inside walls, behind the scenes, and things that you don't always see or know about that are outside of just the aesthetic that you see in the final product. My style, I would say, any project, the house itself leads me to what the style is of any particular design. It has to fit the house in some manner. And I do like to pull in modern elements within balance. I know my next project usually when it falls into my lap. However long that is, I don't know.